impact. That's the one thing I want to talk about. Right here I have a 3" by 3" square piece of paper. Alone, this really doesn't have a big impact. Maybe it could give me a paper cut, but that's about it. However, that can be changed. Yesterday, I bought 2 packs of paper. Combined, they cost $10, and together they have 1,250 sheets. Basic division shows that each sheet would then cost $0.008, and as a 3 by 3 square is less than 10% of an entire piece of paper, this piece of paper costs less than 1/10 of a cent. Now, we could greatly improve the value of this with basic folding. See, when I fold a piece of paper, I can make art. See, I folded it into a cicada. Now let's say someone walks by and this interests them. They like it, it sort of brightens their day. They may give me $1 for it. Now already, the impact has changed from me getting a paper cut to someone getting a piece of origami they like because it brightens their day, and me having my day brightened because I get $1. But I can't do too much with $1. Actually, even at the 99-cent store, I can't buy anything because of California's sales taxes. But like all dollars, this dollar can grow when properly invested. GeoGlobal Locating Resources is a company in India which finds sites for possible oil and natural gas wells. During the 2% market correction in October, their stock was trading at exactly 1 cent per share. So my dollar could buy 100 shares. Exactly a month later, they were trading at 1.55 cents per share, meaning that my $1 turned into $1.55. Now, $1.55 can do a lot more than $1 can. You see, at a local antique store, that will buy me the 80-year-old Little Blue Book number 1534, How to Test Your Urine at Home, with a lovely but concerning stain on the cover. This makes me laugh, I like it, that's a pretty big impact on me. But this sort of feels selfish, because that 155 could also buy a protein bar. This protein bar can go to someone who's hungry. So let's reflect. I went from getting a paper cut to someone getting a lovely piece of origami, to me getting $1, growing this dollar, and someone being able to eat. That's a huge impact. But before we do that, let's get a little theoretical and let that investment ride. See, in 1 month, GGLR's stock grew 55%. If it keeps growing at that rate, then by the time I take my first class at Tulane next year, my shares will be worth $51.63. There's a lot you could do with $51.63. That's enough to start an account on Kiva loans. Kiva loans are loans that you give online to entrepreneurs in developing countries. There's no interest and they pay you back when their company takes off. Entrepreneurs do this like Daniel. Daniel lives in Mali and most of the people in his village don't have access to electricity. To combat this and make a little money for himself, he's starting a company selling solar-powered lights. He does need money to start this. So I could give him my 5163, he could start his company selling solar-powered lights, and eventually I would get my money back. Now, this is an enormous impact because someone got a lovely, lovely piece of origami. I will eventually get my 5163 back, and Daniel will be able to grow his business, in turn growing the entire economy of Mali. This little piece of paper can affect an entire country. Now, realistically, my plan isn't realistic. I have to take into account trading fees, all the time and effort it will take to do this, the fact that someone would have to buy my crappy origami, and the real possibility that GGLR's growth was simply because of the opportune moment of buying, not because of actual company growth, and that it will probably not continue to grow at this rate. But at the end of the day, if I can even possibly make this piece of paper affect an entire country, I have to give it a shot.